Okay, so it looks like we're in a eternal staring contest with Iran, and maybe the staring contest is coming to an end. I think a lot of people have profited off of this staring contest, and I think there's some that do not want it to end at all. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button as you're coming in here. This is a new video that was just released by the Department of War, by the White House. I want to check this out.
America's military is unmatched, projecting power, denying passage to adversaries, and protecting our interest at the time and place of our choosing. America is winning.
We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into. It's called peace through strength. Every branch of our armed forces is setting records for recruitment. Through our power and might, we will lead the world to peace. Our friends will respect us, our enemies will fear us, and the whole world will admire the unrivaled greatness of the United States military. If you attack the United States of America, we will hunt you down and we will find you.
Decisively, devastatingly, and without mercy.
God bless you. God bless our armed forces. God bless our men and women serving overseas. And God bless the United States of America.
I don't know about you, but that is pretty inspiring this morning to see something like that rolling out. Says we've got a lot of people in the chat. Looks like the chat thing is like behind a little bit here. Let me refresh this and see if we can get the all right, there we go. All right, perfect. But yeah, this caught me off guard whenever I saw this. When I saw what the Department of War had put out, I was like, man, that's pretty inspiring right now, considering all the negativity that we constantly live in. And I'll say this, one of the things that's starting to bother me is I'm starting to notice a pattern. And I think once you have this pattern recognition in the news, it really can keep you awake at night because you notice things that your friends don't. You notice things that maybe you should have probably not noticed or just kind of left alone because it'll eat at you. And one of the things right now is all of the news agencies. Thank you, Memphis Conservative. What you're noticing, or what I notice right now, all of the news agencies, they run with the exact same story, the exact same time, exact same intros, the words. And it's basically that Trump is losing the war. There's not actually been a war, okay? Because you haven't seen a war. You've seen a conflict. You've seen strategic strikes. You have not seen war. Nobody takes a pause like that. I think right now what we're seeing is like this staring contest. And the reason I say that is Iran is just trying to wait Trump out. They're just stalling. The longer they drag their feet, the longer it makes the president look bad. The longer it makes a lot of Americans doubt this. The more time it gives the Podcastistan people to trash America. We see Marjorie Taylor Greene is coming out with a new show, and I'm looking forward to it. We see JD Vance is going to go on The View on Tuesday. This is all set up. Okay. So the forever war thing, I found something, and I just want to know how many of you think we're in an all out war, because I don't think we are. This is not a war. How many of you agree with, what did you say? Trump is destroying their economy. I think it is destroying their economy. Let me show you this. This guy puts it very, very eloquently. I'll just say that. This is Victor Davis Hanson. I think a lot of you might know this guy.
There isn't really an Iran war right now. It's a waiting game. Iran feels it can delay, and Donald Trump will allow this because he is got a deadline too. Their deadline is they're losing $400 million a day. Donald Trump's problem is we're less than 5 months to the midterms, and inflation, it's not as high as the Biden years, but it's bothering people, and the gas price is high, even though the fundamentals of the economy are sound. What is Iran doing then? Who gives in first?
Let's talk real quick about the gas prices being high, the delay, the money. The gas prices being high here. There's a lot of people that believe that President Trump is the CEO of Shell, Chevron, BP, Exxon. He's not. But those people that are CEOs and board members of all of these major oil companies, more often than not, are Democrats. If you want to make Trump look bad right now across the country, everybody getting on the same pain point, similar to the old Fauci mask thing, you make everything associated with high gas prices the president's fault. President's fault. Forget every other thing good that he's doing. Gas prices are high, president's fault. It's not your state gas tax. It's not the reason for Gavin Newsom getting rid of all of the refineries in California. None of that comes into effect.
The way you would resolve it is one of two things. You would either give a deadline and say these are the non-negotiable items that have to be met. If you don't do it, we're going to completely preclude your ability to wage war. You're going to have no missiles, and it's going to be a week or two of hard war against you. Or we could continue to negotiate, and we tell them that every single time you show any military aggression or hit any of our assets or our allies, we're going to reply on kind. If it is true, what rumors suggest, that there might be a change and Donald Trump does not want to precipitate military action to either stymie the growing resistance or take out targets that might be useful for a post-theocratic Iran, that's fine and good. But he is running out of time too. There isn't really a...
How many of you agree, maybe you don't agree with Victor Davis Hanson? He says, or he believes that Trump is running out of a little bit of time. We're not in the pain point of Iran, but we should reply in kind to any of their strikes. I believe the longer this goes on, the more of an opportunity it gives the Democrat Party to make Trump look bad coming into the midterms. It gives them a longer opportunity to all get you aligned with the same way of thinking. That's what I think. Now, the other thing that I believe is happening is every time that the president or some of his proxies get close to a actual agreement, and I think Trump came out and said this basically, that Iran is leaking these so-called fake deals to dissuade the U.S. media. And I think I'll show you this. This is interesting as well, that Vice President J.D. Vance, there's an article through Just the News with John Solomon. Vance issues a statement about the peace deal with Iran, says there's a lot of fake information. There is a lot of fake information. Fake news sells. And if they can make this entire organization, the entire cabinet, look bad with this constant, here's the deal and here's not what's happening, it makes the president look bad. J.D. Vance said, let me see if I can find J.D. Vance's actual post that he put out here. Yeah, here you go. I'm seeing a lot of fake information about a potential deal to reopen the strait. Right? And then, I mean, I won't get into the meat and potatoes there. This is the part that I agree with 1,000%. Noticed a couple of bizarre things in the reporting over the last few hours. First, people who rightly said Trump was a historic president a month ago are now criticizing a deal based on unconfirmed media reports. Second, people who say you can't trust a word said by the IRGC apparently believe anonymous sources by the IRGC. So you can't have it both ways. You can't trust the news, trust the leaks, and then not. It's all or the longer this goes on, the better the news media gets. Think of how powerful CNN got during the first Gulf War, because they were the first news organization to have cameras on the battlefield. That's where Ted Turner made all of his money. Jane Fonda made a lot of her enemies by not passing the notes from the Vietnam vets or the Vietnam POWs to their actual families. That was her first path on a battlefield to piss people off. Ted Turner televising the first Gulf War. That is how CNN gained all of their power, all of it. And people still trust that organization. That's what you've got to realize. You're fighting an information game, and I'll show you exactly how easy it is to recognize. Okay, look at this. The people you are arguing with thought this man was competent. That is the entire news media apparatus in a nutshell. The people you're arguing with thought Joe Biden was competent enough to run the country. When you look at some of the arguments and some of the trolls that come into the chat, the reason they're so funny is because of this. When you argue with an idiot, they're going to drag you to their level and beat you with years of experience. That's what you need to realize when the people in the chat are trolling. They voted for this guy. When you realize that, it's like trying to talk to somebody and they've got a booger hanging out of their nose. You can't help but stare at the booger. And you have to think of this as the real booger for the Democrat Party. They thought this guy was the answer. And they knew what was wrong with him. Now, part of this is because of President Obama with the first, the JCPOA deal. Obama enabled all of this. And I would just urge some of you, before we get too far along here, all of this stuff about what's in the deal, what's out of the deal, about the only person I'm going to listen to right now is the guy that signs the deal. The guy with the big Sharpie pen. That's who I'm going to, when he comes out and says there's a deal, I'll be like, all right, cool, we got a deal. Deal's on the table. Until then, we can kind of just guesstimate. I don't know how true this is, but if this is true, this is huge. Look at this. I want to show you this. This says, let me make my camera a little bigger here so I can read it better. If my camera is bigger, I can read it better. According to CBS, now Communist Broadcast System, there's other sources as well. U.S. officials with knowledge of the matter. Per the report, one of the contingencies involves the using the Department of Energy's nuclear NEST team in concert with enabling U.S. forces to enter Iran and secure the nuclear material. That is part of the proposed deal here. Look at this. There's coming out of more places. U.S. military was ready for ground invasion of Iran to seize enriched uranium stockpiles. I believe he made but President Trump called it off. I believe he made the right call. The operation was essentially unfeasible. It would require large-scale sustained U.S. presence on Iran's soil, leaving troops chronically vulnerable to relentless drone missile attacks little chance of success. I'm not saying the United States couldn't do it. I want to think back to that big image of Iwo Jima. Nobody thought they could do that. Nobody thought they could defeat Japan. Nobody thought that they could defeat Germany, liberate all those countries. Nobody thought that. I don't know if I can put anything past the United States military. I want to see if this has got any audio. Let's see here. Oh, it's just some symphony footage. Okay. All right. Well, they did a good job here, though. The symphony footage with the SEAL Team 6 looking Delta Bros. That's cool. And them parachuting out, going to get the uranium. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I think it's feasible. I think the United States military could easily pull that off. I don't say easily. I don't want to say easily. I think it would be a hell of a task. Here's one that's going to make you happy. This will probably put some smiles on your face. The United States is deporting migrants from Afghanistan and Iran to other countries of violence. We got refugees from countries of violence. They're upset we're sending them back to another country of violence. Well, most of these S-hole countries around the world are violent. And that's a very nice, peaceful looking vacation spot somewhere. Oh, where do we go? Central African Republic of Bangui. Okay. I don't see a lot of street gangs out of there. You know, maybe that's a good place. But they're getting rid of some immigrants, man. That's kind of what we voted for. I voted for the immigrants to be out of town. I want them gone. Not that they're bad people, but a lot of them are. But because I voted for a secure country. I voted for a secure border. I voted for Americans to be treated better than the refugees that are coming in. I also voted for this. This is happened last night. Trump just did some drone strikes on some Trinidad Aragua. Sorry to piss off the apartment owners in Colorado, but yeah, your tenant just got evicted. Look at this. Southern Command. This was inside. This was actually in. I think this was inside Mexico. We're dropping drone. Oh no, it's Venezuela. Sorry, Trinidad Aragua was Venezuela. I associate every other cartel with Mexico. Sorry. Guess I'm profiling or something by doing that. Profiling works. Ask any cop. Profiling works. One thing that happened that made their job more dangerous is they got rid of profiling, because then you weren't allowed to assume somebody was a threat because they look like a threat. That's part of the problem with America right now. The complete downfall of America started the same time they took cops on TV, took cops off of TV. That's my thought. There's a couple other things I wanted to talk about real quick, and I know this will make a lot of people happy. Studies find conservatives report higher happiness than liberals. Like we didn't know that. Look at this. Research by a Utah State professor. They asked 60,000 Americans. Here we go. American Family Survey highlight gaps. 37% of conservatives ages 18 to 40 were completely satisfied with life versus 12% of liberal, they hate themselves women. Think about that. How many of you believe that? Are you happier than the average liberal? Liberal. Yeah, they're libacious. I think I'm more happy than your average liberal. I'll just say that, because all of them have one thing in their brain, and they basically have Donald Trump in their brain, and they can't get over it. I want to talk to you about a good story that I ran across real quick before we get back, and I want to take some phone calls. I don't have a pair of these, but I think I'm going to buy someone a pair of these. I think I'm going to raise some money here on the channel. Meta donates smart glasses to 130,000 blind U.S. veterans. Meta announced on June 12th that will provide Ray-Ban smart glasses to every legally blind veteran in the United States. Over 130,000 legally blind veterans are going to get a free pair of these glasses. And what this does, the glasses are built-in cameras for hands-free help, like describing the surroundings. It can tell them what's around them. Reading their mail. So you're blind, you get some mail, it will read the mail. It's got a little audio jack. It will help them find their keys. This is amazing. And I don't care what you think about Meta, Ray-Ban. I don't care. They're doing something here that's right. And I'm all in support of this. If this is something they are doing, I'm all in to help some blind veteran. I deal with some blind veterans. Get a pair of these. If you are legally blind, there are specifications. Go to that address, bva.org. That's Boards of Veterans Appeals.org/glasses, and sign up. This is amazing. And you can say what you want about whatever Meta, Facebook, they got it right here. bva.org/glasses. Go there. I'm going to buy a couple of pairs of these and give them away, probably to some member. How much are these things? Let's see how much they are. Meta glasses. I'm going to buy a couple of pairs of these. They are, let's see if I can find them on, is somebody in the chat know how much they are? Let's see here. Okay, they're $500. Gotcha. I am going to buy 2 pairs and give them away to 2 members on the channel. If you've got legitimate eyesight problems, not like you just don't want to look, like you don't want to look goofy. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut. Yeah, they will now. They will. You'll be able to find those now. Man, that's a great cause. I'm going to open it up a little bit earlier this morning. Right here, call in live, 615-475-7864. Love to get your, I don't want to say questions, comments, and concerns. I would love to get your opinion on what you think's going on in America right now. And I think there's a lot of good stuff. I think you can find the bad stuff if you focus on it. If that's your jam. I don't know what that means. What is this? Who is, wait, let me see here. All right, there we go. All right, let's grab a handful of calls here this morning. I think that's a great idea. All right. And lines are open. Man, that didn't take long. Well, there we go. Line 1. What do you got there, line 1?
Okay, about the nuclear material in Iran. You're an expert because you were silent service, you know. Now, if it was bombed out of its containment canisters, how would we retrieve it? It would be so deadly.
I have no idea. I didn't handle any nuclear material on a submarine. That's all in the reactor compartment or in some of the other things. But, I mean, this is not going to be easy. This is dangerous stuff. I want to say it gives off protons or neutrons. Anyway, the radiation, you can get radiation poisoning. We've all seen various videos and probably information about that. This is a hell of an operation. I mean, I can't say we can't do it because I would never say that about anything about the United States or the United States military, but it would be tough. Thank you for calling. I think that's a good question. Could we do it? Could we go and get this nuclear material? I don't put anything past this guy. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate it. When I say this guy, I mean the big guy. I mean, what do you put past America? Is there anything that you don't think America could do? Let's go line 3. What do you got, line 3?
Hey, good morning, Ben. Hey, this
Morning.
is Jim from Kentucky. Just wanted to tell you, I called you about a month and a half ago complaining about gas prices. I'm ashamed
Sure.
of myself. Hey,
Why?
there's people, I live near an interstate. The interstate is full of people driving, spending $4 a gallon for gas. I don't know how anybody could complain. They're getting the money somewhere. And another thing that I have for you is what's happened to Nadler and Schiff and Pelosi and all these Democrat morons out here that has hammered Trump for so long. They are silent. There's nothing going on with them. What are they doing? Spending their time back channeling to Iran? Are they helping them out to go ahead?
I think what they could be doing is a lot of them are in hiding, because when they went missing, when they went quiet, it was right about the time that Pam Bondi stepped down and this new guy, Todd Blanche, stepped up. And I don't know if Todd Blanche is the pit bull that I hear he is, but it damn sure seems like it. You know, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling.
We'll find
I appreciate
it out.
you.
Yes, sir.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Kentucky calling in. It seems like, Mike, thank you very much. For those of you that don't know, a lot of the money on the channel, super chats, memberships, I do a couple of things. I help vets get service dogs. Now I'm apparently going to buy some of these Meta glasses. And I also send out Bibles, and I ship guitars to some disabled vets. So if you want to help out, that's exactly what you're doing. Best way you could do it's become a channel and the member. It's 10 cents a day. Let's go right here. Line 5. What do you?
Ben.
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
Hey, love the show. Hey, I wanted to ask you, this is a little bit off subject for the Iran thing. Do you personally see any of these people going to jail that committed treason from Obama on down during this presidency?
Boy, oh boy, boy. Let me ask you this. The way that this works, it's the military industrial complex. It is Eisenhower's speech from 68, 67, whatever.
Great.
Anyway, the machine is built to protect the machine. Do you ever remember that movie from the 80s? Had Matthew Broderick. It was called War Games, and they had this computer, this super AI computer, and it got so good that it didn't want anyone to shut itself. It didn't want to be allowed to be shut down. And that's the way this has happened. Nancy Pelosi obviously was at Lincoln's inauguration, you know, Mitch McConnell, Schumer, all of these people, they're in so deep that the machine doesn't want to let them out because they risk losing that cog. And we're seeing that with conservatives and Republicans winning in places that they shouldn't. But they can't get rid of that old toxicity. If you do, it's like an alcoholic. If they went cold turkey, a lot of them would have like seizures and, you know, stuff like that. So they have to be weaned out of it. And maybe America's being weaned out of it. I appreciate your call, and God bless you. Thank you for a call. 615-475-7864. Make sure you turn the audio down. And I'm happy to, a lot of channels are afraid to talk to you guys. They get laser focused, one topic, can't deviate, don't want to hear from you. I got the balls to take the calls. I got some good coffee too. So there we go. I feel like it's back being on the submarine, taking a checkout. You walk into machinery 2, and all the A gang starts asking you stuff. Let's go MWP. What do you got?
Hey, brother Ben.
Yes, sir.
I caught your video last night about candidates.
Oh yeah.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene, whatever the hell she calls herself now.
She's went crazy, hasn't she?
Yeah. And I wanted to ask, sir, do you think, because I don't see somebody like her giving up a position of power like that. She's such a power fiending,
money
you know what I
grubbing.
mean?
Yeah. Money grubbing C word.
Maybe somebody had dirt on her and forced her out and forced her to trip.
Well, I think that Marjorie Taylor Greene is more useful to the Democrat Party than she is the Republican Party. And whenever I say that is, there's a lot of people, MWP, thank you for calling. There's a lot of people that will latch on to Marjorie Taylor Greene because it's like MAGA is divided. MAGA has split. MAGA has fallen, and they can't get back up. So now a lot of people are going to jump on board with that. Think about this. The Democrat Party could not buy the damage that Candace Owens has done to the Republican Party. The Democrat Party could not buy, or they couldn't do the damage that Tucker Carlson's done to the conservative movement, or some of these other former conservatives that they just paid off. I mean, Marjorie, it seems like, took a really perfectly timed pivot for someone that loves America so much. She ditched America and now she's starting her own podcast. Marjorie's going to have her own podcast. She's joining Podcastistan. And I don't know if you've seen the trailer for her podcast, but it's very well choreographed. It almost looks like at some point she might have loved America. It almost seems like this. I'll show it to you. Let me get rid of my wait, let's go there. I'll show you Marjorie's latest podcast.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's been leading a very valiant fight.
We did not vote for this. We voted for an end to foreign wars. They are going to lead us into World War III. Release the Epstein files. Every single name.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Traitor is an American that serves foreign countries and themselves. My sole focus is
serves foreign countries and themselves. She left America with a congressional retirement, just bought a $5 million house in Costa Rica. She's now doing regular interviews on a show called Russia Today. Oh, wait, Candace just got back from there. Oh, wait, Sean Ryan went to, where did he go? Belgium, somewhere around there? Bulgaria? Where are all these people going?
putting America first. We don't give a crap about your opinion. Why don't you off? How about that?
She doesn't give a rat's ass about the...
And that's the dude that she's now with. I don't know if he was the yoga instructor at the gym.
She cares about the people.
Paying farmers in Ukraine. Well, our farmers are going broke. This is America last across the board. Taking away Americans' guns. They're claiming that'll keep Americans.
Oh, here's her one thing: crime and gun control. She never wrote a bill that made anywhere near this House floor.
Safe? That's insanity. NPR and PBS have increasingly become radical left-wing echo chambers. You all
Left-wing echo chamber. It sounds like she would recognize one.
can hate us on your own dime. I think your fake eyelashes are messing up. You should be prosecuted for crimes against humanity.
She says here, you should be prosecuted. Marjorie, you were a member of Congress. You could have impeached him. You could have filed charges for perjury, but you didn't.
Belong in prison, Dr. Fauci. The people of this country are what matters. I won't stop with.
They matter so much you quit your job and moved to Costa Rica.
Living, I won't stop speaking, and I won't stop fighting, and neither should you.
There you go. New podcast. Sign me up. Sign me up for the MTG News Hour. I don't even know what you're going to call her new show. What do you think of that? How many of you feel disgusted and betrayed? Let me see. Let me ask who this is. Let me see here. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see here. Got it. Okay. Let's grab some more calls here. I think you might be upset enough about Marjorie. I feel betrayed by Marjorie because, like, I supported her and then she turned on America. It upset me. It was a bad breakup, I think, is what Marjorie did. She's not as happy now. There's no way she's more happy as a radical Democrat than she is whatever. Let's go line 5. What do you got, line 5?
Good morning, Ben. Joy from Wisconsin. What
Morning.
the hell did I just see?
Marjorie,
what a
right?
piece of dirt she turned out to be, my brother. Oh my God! Thank you for the comedy relief this morning, man.
What do you think caused it? What do you think caused it? What caused this breakup?
I think we might have talked about this a few months ago. I think that her construction company, and she can't use cheap labor. and she's got to pay
Oh,
up.
that's
And I think
right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the beginning of that one, my friend. So
I forgot about the construction company. Yeah. She took over running her grandfather's construction company, something like that, I think.
yeah, it was handed over
Wow.
to her. She's a nepo baby. Don't let her fool you.
Wow. Joey, I
Yeah,
appreciate you calling, brother. God bless you.
love you, brother.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. There's a lot of people feel betrayed because of the marginator. A lot of people feel betrayed. Let's go line 5. What do you got, line 5?
Good morning, Ben, Youngstown, Ohio, 11B. How are you this
Hey,
morning?
good morning, sir.
Fair to Midland. Hey, you know, nobody's really keeping an eye on North Korea currently either. I guess we currently have a new contract and we're sending missiles to South Korea now. And I guess Kim Jong-un has changed his own constitution currently. And it kind of scares me because he claims that he's got 75% uranium enrichment and nobody's keeping an eye on this crazy son of a gun over in North Korea. I don't trust him as far as I could throw him. What do you think?
Well, I will say this. South Korea has a lot of things under control. A lot. I would not, don't worry about South Korea not having intelligence on everything that's happening there. I would just say that.
Yeah, but so that's Ben, you know, you're ex-service like I am, and man, you know, he just seems like he has thick skin. He's not worried about us. I mean, they hate us too, just as bad as Iran.
Oh, yeah. If not more. North Korea, I mean, that's an area that's never going to change. I don't believe that'll change. I really appreciate you calling, man. God bless you. There we go. I think I might have cut him off by accident or got disconnected there. Sorry about that. North Korea, I, you know, we'll see. Let's see here. Let's grab some other stuff. See what else we got. I know we can pull up some other callers here. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. I agree. Kimmy, don't give a F. Okay, yeah, I think it got disconnected there. Let's go line 6. What do you got?
Good morning, Ben. This is Josh from Texas.
Good morning.
Former 11 Bravo myself. I'm just calling to maybe pitch the idea that we use some robots to go in and get this uranium. Why put our troops in the way?
Man, that would take thousands, wouldn't it? I don't know what kind of technology we have as far as robot technology. That would take a lot. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea about this. I don't know what you do about retrieving uranium. I know you and I both don't trust Iran, no matter what they're saying.
Absolutely.
It's weird for the same people to say 5 years ago, don't trust Iran, are now simping for Iran. That's what bothers me. I see a lot of veterans that have flipped on the United States military, flipped on America, and that pisses me off. It really chaps my butt. Thank you for calling, brother. God bless you. Thank you for your service. I think he said 11 Bravo. Friend of mine did that. Something to do with like tanks. Let's see here. Let's go right here. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. Send the IDF. Yeah, I think the IDF has been operating behind lines that we aren't privy to for a long time. Line 7. What do you got?
Right here. Lines are open.
Hey, Ben.
You have to turn down the audio in the background. Line 4. Go ahead.
Ben, why can't we just kill everybody? All of these terrorists, I just don't understand it. We just need to kill everyone and be done with it.
It's an ideology. You would have to go back to do like something biblical, like was it King Solomon, where they basically, you know, I don't think you can just get rid of everyone like that easily. It's an ideology. I don't know how you defeat an ideology. But that's what it is. It is an actual ideology. I want to play this real quick while I grab a refill on my Joe. I need to refill the coffee here real quick, and let's go.
Good evening. I'm Jessica Layton at NBC News headquarters in New York. We're coming on the air with breaking news that the U.S. military, along with the Venezuelan government, has killed the alleged leader of the gang, Tren de Aragua. That's according to President Trump. We want to show you some newly unclassified video of a home in Venezuela that President Trump just released on social media. Now, the president says this military strike was delivered on the home of Nino Guerrero. That's the alleged leader of the gang that's been a key target of the president's immigration enforcement agenda. Now, his post on Truth Social notes that, quote, this military action was done with the close coordination of our friends in Venezuela with whom we are working very well. As a result, Tren de Aragua terrorists no longer have safe haven in Venezuela or anywhere else. And under my leadership, we will find these vicious murderers and drug lords anytime, any place, and send them to the depths of hell where they belong. God bless America, President Donald J. Trump.
I love the send them to the depths of hell where they belong. All the other stuff's really good. I love that.
The Venezuelan embassy in Washington, D.C. did not immediately respond to confirm the announcement on that death.
We thank you for watching.
What do you think about that? Some drone strikes in Venezuela. She looks angry. Democrats always look angry when they're reporting about their suppliers getting taken out. I'm sure Hunter is probably upset about that, right? He is. Hunter is upset that a drug den got taken out. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free. Do you approve of the drone strikes in Venezuela? Is that something that you support? Getting rid of drug lords, I support 24/7. Snatching them out in the middle of the night? Yep, do it. Let's see here. One other question I got for the chat. Are you starting to notice all of the podcasters just basically go from podcast to podcast to podcast? You've got about 15 of them, and they all just kind of make the circuit around. You'll see Megyn Kelly on there. Yep. Justin says the price of booger sugar just went up. Yep. You're starting to see this, though. They all just take turns pivoting from show to show to show to show. This will be interesting. Anybody think that the United States military is not accomplishing anything? Oh boy, I'm about to upset the trolls in this one. For all the people that thought Biden was a good president, you're about to be upset. Wow, hold up. Let's go here. A-10 Warthogs arrive back in England with all of the mission markings. Look at this image of this A-10. On the left there is all of the drones. Well, it's all the drones that it shot down. I think these down at the bottom are all the maybe bombs that I don't know what that is. And this, it looks like small boats. Let's go here. Hold up. Here we go. Better image. Okay, so this is the front of the nose of the A-10. This is all the stuff. Oh, these are drone boats that they took out. Holy crap. This is amazing. Look at this. That's all the drones they took out. They got a samurai up there with a sword. This is cool. Okay. I don't care how much you hate America for the trolls in here. This is good. This guy's named Doc Holliday. He'll be your hucklebearer. I don't know. And then you see, this is all the stuff that they've done. Over here, it looks like some kind of, maybe they took out a helipad. This is Diddy Kong. Okay. You got to have the Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper. Right? I think Blue Oyster Cult sang that. I am all for this. Oh, look at this. This is all the drones they took out. These A-10 Warthogs. Man, you gotta love this. Nothing says F Iran like painting on the side of their plane how much shit that they took from them. There's nothing better than that. Somebody said A-10's doing work. If you support that, smash a like and subscribe. That just makes my, okay. Lines are open 615-475-7864. We'll take a couple more calls and then move on. Or let's see here. Here we go. Line 1, back on the clock. What you got?
Hey, this is Jerry from Atlanta.
Jerry, what's going on?
Jerry?
Great.
Hey, the old boy was talking about killing everybody.
That's a bad way to look, ain't it?
If you get a chance, go to Isaiah 24 and read 1 through 6. And when you get down to 6, it says that the curse is going to devour the earth, and the earth is burned and few men left. Well, that word earth in Hebrew is Allah. Allah, same God they worship. So the ideology, men's faces change, men come and go, but the ideology or the religion will always stay the same until those prophecies are fulfilled. So good luck trying to kill them all, because Yahweh's not going to let that happen.
It's an ideology. It's hard to beat. It's hard to eradicate a mindset specifically around some religious cult like that. Thank you for calling, brother. I appreciate you. God bless you. Former Florida trucker. Stay safe. MTG needs a nose job. Ooh. Can't stand to listen to her talk. Still have the best show when it comes to military aspects. Put this towards the glasses for vets. Thank you very much, Brian. I appreciate that.
Amen.
Boom shakalaka.
Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka. Yeah, I think Marjorie's lost her way. There's a lot of people losing their way. There's a lot of people that's losing their life over in Iran. And, at some point, that's the kinetic part of the warfare. It's not pretty, but that's just, sadly, that's war. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free. Got about 1,700 people watching. Love to talk to you, give you an opportunity to say what you want. Let's go right here. Line 5.
Hey, Ben. This is Lori again.
Yeah, good morning.
It's been a while. Hey, I wanted you to reach out to Neil Johnson to connect you with Clay Parikh. He was at the Beirut bombing. He was deployed in the Marines at the Beirut bombing.
Oh, wow.
You need to talk with Clay Parikh.
Okay. I know Neil personally. I'll reach out to him. That's fantastic.
Yes, you do.
Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. You have a great day. Always like good recommendations. Always. Let's go. Tulsi Gabbard is releasing information now that is probably going to scare the hell out of a lot of people. Gabbard is releasing never before seen intel on U.S. funded biolabs in 30 countries. Anybody want to guess if Ukraine is one of them? Ukraine, what do you want to call it? The safe haven for peace is named in this intelligence report as one of the countries having biolabs. Look at this. Over 30 countries, including facilities in Ukraine, that intelligence officials previously warned about could be vulnerable during the ongoing war in Russia. So let's think about this for a second. Biolabs funded by the United States in Ukraine, as well as 30 other countries. Ukraine's getting bombed by Russia. Bomb hits biolab. Biolab exposes whatever they're creating in there, like a witch's brew, that changes everything. Is anybody starting to figure this out? Here's the other part that we're probably figuring out, and what Tulsi Gabbard exposes in this article. The people that have wanted to fund Ukraine the most, predominantly the Democrat Party and a lot of grifters on the right. They were protecting this biolab stuff. That's what was happening. They're trying to come up with something new that only gets rid of conservatives. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hint, hint. Alleged in Warcraft, right? It's a game. But could that be something? I mean, Hillary wanted to go back to the re-education camps. Why shouldn't they try to do something to fry your thought process, right? Man, this is crazy. The machine protecting itself. This could be part a lot of dots are being connected. If you can't see it, if you can't see it, you're Stevie Wonder. Well, now Stevie Wonder can have someone tell him that it's being connected with your Meta glasses. Think about it. That's what's happening here. Okay? Things are starting to become a lot clearer. I want to show you this. Let's go right here. For all of you in the chat that, are gun control nuts. Rifles were involved in 401 deaths last year. Constipation killed 901 people. Being full of hockey, like liberals, kills more people than rifles. Think about it. Think about that. You're more likely to die of being constipated than you are to be shot by some. Oh, let me see. Delivery guy. Let me see if I can do this while let's go here real quick while we.
An Iran peace deal with negotiations back and forth. And we heard from President Trump that he was saying that we've never been closer. We actually heard also from the Pakistani prime minister who is mediating this, saying that a deal's never been closer. Some of the Iranian news media downplaying it. But the president and the White House put out essentially what's in this deal that we believe is at hand. And you can take a look at it here. You see nuclear material will be destroyed and removed. Strait of Hormuz will be opened. Nuclear program will be dismantled. That's a big one right there. That's a red line that President Trump demands is in there. There will be no Iran funding of terrorist groups. Think Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis, and none of their money released until they perform. Remember, he said, no dust, no dollar.
Yeah, and it appears that the basic outlines of this potential memorandum of understanding is that there will be a 30-day period where the United States and Iran stop fighting.
Does anyone believe we can achieve all of this? I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can trust Iran to get all of these things. Nuclear material be removed. I think we can try to get that. Program be dismantled, bomb it more. None of their money released. We could do that. We could stop their money from getting released. Strait of Hormuz be open. I think we have done that. No Iran funding to terrorist groups. They are going to continue to fund terrorist groups. There's no way around them not doing these things. I don't think that we can stop some of these things. Not with the IRGC involved. That's exactly right. The IRGC is not it's just, we just can't trust these people. That's what I really think. The funding for Ukraine, we can't fund Ukraine anymore. Ukraine is off the table. We cannot fund these people. I don't like the idea of funding Ukraine anymore. With the biolab stuff, what is this? I disagree. Totally release of any frozen cash to IR. I disagree totally. Oh, so you don't want to give any of their money back. 1,000%. 1,000% do not give them their money. Look at this. This is Tulsi Gabbard talking about the bio or the
After months of searching through intelligence community holdings and files, today I'm releasing new evidence of longstanding U.S. government funding of more than 120 biolabs in over 30 countries. Now, these biolabs include labs in places like Ukraine, which could be at risk of compromise due to the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. In fact, the intelligence community had previously warned that a U.S.-funded biolab in Ukraine likely housed dangerous pathogens and remained vulnerable to longstanding threats of Russian attack, seizure, or damage. Now, until now,
could any of the Fauci stuff been in one of these biolabs in Ukraine?
Evidence regarding the full existence and funding of these laboratories had been knowingly withheld from you, the American people. Many of these U.S. government-funded biolabs are currently or have previously engaged in research using hazardous and highly contagious pathogens. And
does it sound like Fauci?
In some cases, included dangerous gain-of-function research with very
to all the beagles,
little visibility or oversight. Now, President Trump clearly understands the serious threat dangerous gain-of-function research poses to the American people. And this is why he took decisive action over a year ago. On May 25th, 2025,
she goes on and on and on, but you get it. The biolab stuff, we're going to know why. I think that's part of the reason that Russia has started. Well, I believe part of this whole thing with Russia, Ukraine is because Russia knew about the biolabs. That's what I think. And I believe that's where Putin is adamant about the biolabs, and probably the same way that we're adamant about no nuclear weapons for Iran. That's probably as close to the way I would describe that. That's my thoughts. And the biolab stuff scares the hell out of me. Iran having a nuke scares the hell out of me. I don't know what your thoughts are about those things, but that's what bothers me. She's got the receipts. That's what started the Iran-Ukraine war. Tulsi Gabbard probably just put her life in danger by that stuff. Tommy, Guitar Man, what do you got?
Hey, guys. I'm having a good day. Hey, I got 3 real quick ones. I'm in a great mood because I've pretty much given up on suggestions for our president. He'll handle it, right? Anyway, I got Biden has one thing in common with George Washington. False teeth that look like chiclets. Number 2, I believe NTG is salt, like the movie with Angelina Jolie.
Yep.
And number 3, Pratt's back in it, baby. No, I may be going home to California someday.
He'll never win. He'll never win.
Huh?
He'll never win.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm rooting for him, man. Did you see his video?
God bless you. I don't think Chris Pratt wins anything, to be honest with you. But, you know, stranger things are happening. I'd like for him to win. I just don't think the machine allows him to win. That's what I think. I don't think they allow him. 120 labs, Bruce Willis and movie Monkeys, 12 Monkeys. Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, there was another one of those movies. It was called like, man, what was it called? It wasn't called like, damn it, I can't remember. Ukraine is going to send robot sharks. You could be right about that. You could be right about the robot sharks. Let's go here. I want to see this. Right. This clip of the US military sort of little hype video was really good. I'm going to show you this one here real quick. And some of you might know, don't care. This is Josh Howerton, a preacher. I follow him a lot on online. He's pretty pointed about his beliefs. I'll just tell you that.
So then you start going, where did Islam come from? Actually, you can go a layer deeper. All right, so in Galatians 1, the Apostle Paul warns the Galatians. Remember, the Bible says that Satan will masquerade as an angel of light. The Apostle Paul warns the Galatians in Galatians 1:8. He says, but even if we, or an angel from heaven, should preach a gospel other than the one we preach to you, let them be under God's curse. So Paul is literally telling people, hey, watch out, because there's going to be angels that look like angels of light that come and they reveal false gospels, other demonic religions. Don't listen. It's going to be a curse, okay? Well, then you fast forward to 610 AD. Dude named Muhammad wanders into a cave, and guess what he says? He's like, man, it's real weird. I was in this cave, and an angel of light appeared to me and started revealing to me a new path to God. Everybody else got it wrong. It's literally the fulfillment of Galatians 1:8. An angel from heaven preached to him a different gospel, and that angel supposedly revealed to him the message of the Quran. That's exactly the fulfillment of the demonic warning from Galatians 1:8. So then, bro, you fast forward even more. This stuff gets, whenever you're talking eschatology, you're making your best biblically informed guess. So that's what I'm doing right here. It is interesting to me that in Revelation 20, it says there's going to be a whole bunch of Christians, and it doesn't say killed, it says beheaded. There is one religion in the history of the world that has gloried specifically in beheading as this form of execution of infidels in there, and it's Islam. Now I'll do one more. Jesus in John 16:2, he's talking about the end times, towards the end of history. I'm gonna read you exactly what he says. The time is coming when whoever kills you, talking to his disciples, will think he is offering service to God. Secularism is not the final threat. The final boss that will face Christians before the return of Christ is not atheism, it's not secularism. That says it will be another religion who they think that killing Christians, killing the people of God, is actually a service to their God. Wow. And that is exactly what Islam has historically prescribed. So then you start going,
I don't know if you can argue with that. I don't think you can push back on it, or if you can, I don't know if you'll have any evidence to back up your story. There's some real weird religions that have popped up. I'll just say that. That's what I will say. With that being said, I think we're going to get out of here, guys. Take care. Smash the like and subscribe button, thumbs up. Go check out some of the other videos. Let's keep the channel growing.
Chief of the watch on the 1MC, pass the word. Dive, dive, sound 2 blasts of dive alarm, pass the word, dive, dive. Dive, dive. Dive, dive.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Same old song again. Same old song again. Marching down the avenue. Marching down the avenue. We don't know when we'll be through. We don't know when we'll be through. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Recruiter just inside here. Recruiter just inside here. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Had to get out of boot camp. Had to get out of boot camp. They won't like the smoking lamp. They won't like the smoking lamp. Now I'm a submariner. Now I'm a submariner. Rolling in the deep surf. Rolling in the deep surf. Top secret mission, hush, hush. Secret mission, hush, hush. No one's gonna find us. No one's gonna find us. 6 months below the ocean. 6 months below the ocean. I can't remember the sun. I can't remember the sun. Can't write my wife no letters. Can't write my wife no letters. And Tony's gonna get her. Tony's gonna get her. But I won't trade this life away. I won't trade this life away. Makes it worth the Navy pay. Makes it worth the Navy pay. If I can't be a bobblehead. I can't be a bobblehead. Might as well just be dead. Might as well just be dead. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Say Riley, 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 Riley. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Desert Storm. I've been to Desert Storm. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Afghanistan. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Iraq and back. I've been to Iraq and back. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where will you be? Where will you be? I'll be where I have to be. I'll be where I have to be. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Live, cry, live, free. Cry, live, free. Live, cry, live, cry, live.
Okay, guys, gals, girls, this is Ben Dykes Show. Smash a like and subscribe on your way out the door. See you in the next one. Ben Dykes Show is out.
We could do boom shakalaka. We love the boom shakalaka. You know, nobody booms and shakalakas as much as I do. I do it better than anybody. I invented it, believe it or not. A lot of people don't realize it.
Rock on, salute, God bless you. Bubbleheads forever.